Hey, what's up, everybody? It's great to be speaking to you all again, and also speaking to myself as well, because as I encourage you, I want to encourage myself. So today I want to talk about grief during the holidays. We're now up on a season where a lot of people are dealing with different physical, mental, financial stress and wear and tear on their on their mental stability during this time, due to different circumstances and different reasonings, around the holiday times or what is meant to be great, cheerful times, times of jubilee, excitement, happiness, love, care, charity, philanthropic work, giving back to those that are less fortunate, spending time with loved ones, and blessing children and things of that sort, and just overall having a good time is normally typically the theme throughout this particular season. But you, as well as I, know that if you keep living long enough, you're also during that time of excitement and expression of love, you're going to also have some challenging times as well, especially during this particular season, because for those of us who have possibly lost a loved one that we were really close to and that we genuinely had a significant and a loving bond with, that can make this time of the year that much more difficult for us during this particular season, because it brings back, the memories and the good times and even sad times that we had or have about our significant partner or family member or just friend, just anybody that you may know of, or even if you have a connection with somebody who has also lost a loved one during this particular holiday season as well, because it's during this holiday season that sometimes things can either in our personal lives can either speed up or they can slow down. And what I mean by that is that the difference is when something speeds up, you don't have the mental time and the time to recall and sit and think about what's going on or what's taking place, because things in your life are back to back to back to back to back. You don't have any time to sit still and to reflect on, what's going on in your life or even in the lives of anybody else around you. But for the other side of those individuals who feel like life is slowing down for them, sometimes when life slows down for them, they do have a lot of idle time to where now they sit with their thoughts and their thoughts and and their thoughts go to the people that they lost in their lives during this holiday season. And then when they think about that, grief sets in, anxiety sets in, depression sets in, anger, bitterness, hurt, just confusion. And, seeing that and experiencing that, you have empathy for people who are in situations like that and circumstances like that, because on one end, you don't wake up and you don't live your life and you don't set out life goals and achievements. And in those achievements and in those life goals, you don't write down, oh, the day when I lose such and such. Or you don't write down the day when somebody gets sick. You don't write down the day that you lose your job and all of a sudden, you don't have the money to help take care of your family or to assist with medical bills or anything of that sort. So because sometimes, we don't take into account the what we would consider bad things, is that sometimes it's good judgment and good assessment to sit down and reflect on the possibility that there may be some type of extreme measure that takes place in our lives that we have to prepare for. And because of that, what grief is and why we experience so much grief around the holidays is because a lot of people and what society tells us, and it's a good thing, is that this is generally the time that we spend the most with our family members and our loved ones, the people that we love. And anytime there's an empty void of somebody that we love and that we're missing, it's hard to fill that void. And if that void doesn't get filled with something, then that void is left empty. It's left grieving. It's left crying out and reaching for something that it doesn't know what to fulfill it with. And it's another video for another day, but a lot of times we fill that void with a lot of things that are detrimental to our spirits, detrimental to our relationship with God, detrimental to ourselves, our own mental well-being, our own state of mind, and those people who love us as well. So grief is not only just deep sorrow from the loss of a loved one, but grief is also stages that happen that take place, like I said, with anger. And it's also can be caused by things that we least expect in life, meaning those by chance things, those circumstance things that happen that we don't feel like we have control over. So like when I mentioned losing a job or something like that, or, medical sickness or disease or some type of life health tragedy. So in this holiday season, during this time of Christmas, we got Christmas coming up, I just want you to take a step back. I just wanted you to take a little bit of time out of your busy schedule to reassess things. If you don't have the money for gifts and presents and things of that sort for the family, then focus more on love. Try to find out what can you do and how can you be of value and how can you be of assistance to those people in your family without having to exchange a materialistic type of possession. If you're following what I'm saying. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a gift, but what can I give my sister, my brother, my mother, my father, or my kids, or friends or family? What do I have the ability to do or capability of doing, of expressing my love toward them that doesn't have to be in the form of monetary gifts or physical material gifts? I mean, if you got it, by all means, express that. Express it in the way that you have it. But I think mainly in what I want to say is that if you don't have it, don't feel bad. Don't grieve over the fact that you might not have it this year. Don't grieve over the fact that your loved one is gone and they won't be here with you. I empathize with you. I understand. It is tough. It is hard. It is difficult. Focus on the good times, because with grief sometimes comes depression, comes anxiety. And I want you to be focused this year going into the year of 2025, not going into the year with grief, being bogged down by financial things, being bogged down by people talking bad about you, being bogged down by the loss of friendships, by the loss of relationships, being bogged down just by the negative aspect and the negative pulling on life in general. But I want you to go into this new year focused on your mental health, your mental well-being, loving other people, focused on charity, because in this time of year, what a lot of people lose focus on and lose sight of is those that are less fortunate. Because regardless of how bad you may think your situation is, or I may think my situation is, there's somebody else out there who's got it worse. There's somebody else whose situation is bad, worse than what ours is. And because of that, as long as you and I have the capability and the ability to use our limbs, use our voices, just like this video like this, and reach out and encourage somebody else. Go volunteer at a homeless shelter. Go volunteer at a place, at a church, at your local organization that's passing out dinners and feeding the homeless and maybe giving out gift baskets and things of that sort. Whatever it may be, whatever charitable aspect that you may come up with, singing hymns, singing caroling, going caroling, whatever it may be. I guarantee you that if you volunteer your time and your effort to putting a smile on somebody else's face, your heart is going to melt and turn in the right direction. Trust me. So brothers and sisters, at the end of the day, it's really not all about us. When we reach out, help encourage somebody else, help another family that's in need, then we'll get our needs fulfilled. Our spirits will be uplifted. The weight will be off our shoulders. We won't find ourselves grieving over something that's happened in the past. but we'll find ourselves motivated. We'll find ourselves encouraged. We'll find ourselves moving forward in the direction, in the plan, in the will that God has prepared for us. But don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying. If you've just experienced the loss of a loved one, or you're hurting, or you're confused, you're in a situation where, your finances maybe has just recently taken a hit. Listen, take the time that you need to get over that. Take as much time as you need. And if you have to, seek out counsel. Seek out someone that can provide some professional help for you. Don't fight this battle alone. Please don't fight this battle alone. Reach out. Reach out for help because we need you. We need you healthy. We need your mind clear. We need your strength. We need your smile. We need your peace. And we need your voice. So don't get tied down. Don't stay defeated. Don't stay confused. Don't stay lost. Don't mourn too long. You seek the professional counsel that you need. You seek the counsel of God, the wisdom of God, and the understanding of God. And you take the time that's necessary for us to reap the benefit of the better you. So brothers and sisters, during this holiday season, listen, if you don't have it, don't give it. Don't go into debt. Don't go into mental debt. Don't go into spiritual debt. And God forbid, don't go into financial debt, trying to please other people who are just going to do nothing but dispose of the things that you purchase. And that's unfortunately, I'm laughing because due to personal, experiences as well, even with friendships and relationships. You can give a friendship, but depending on the mental stability of the other person, it may not be reciprocated. And so the relationship and the friendship, therefore, will break down because of the other person, or even because of what you may not be providing. But what I'm saying is that is still not your moment of grieving. It's not. It's just a distraction and a bump in the road to get you to stop doing what God is calling you to do. Don't stop, brothers and sisters. Don't give up. Don't give up on the love of Christ. Don't give up on the hope of God. Keep pushing. Keep moving forward. Have a blessed holiday. Turn that broken situation around. Use it for your good. Use it for your betterment. Achieve. Reach out for your goals. Set goals. Set realistic expectations. Set those lofty expectations. But take those minimal steps in order to achieve it. The Bible says the righteous man falls 7 times, but gets back up. So if you fall, get back up. Get back up. If you lose people along the way, get back up. Get back up. If you lose your job along the way, get back up. If your finances fall off along the way, get back up. Get back up. Don't stay there. Don't stay there because it's meant to keep you there. But you are too strong to stay there. I'm your brother, I'm your friend, and I'm declaring you will not stay there. You will be better. And we're going to watch your seed grow. We're going to watch you grow. And it's going to be beautiful. Matter of fact, I'm declaring right now, your growth is beautiful. When you turn this video off, say to yourself, my growth is beautiful. It's beautiful to watch my growth, not because of personal reasons, but we do want to take it personal, but because the others are going to benefit off your growth. Your growth is beautiful. And say this with me. Grief is a thief. Grief is a thief. Grief is there to steal your joy. We all are going to experience it, but we're not going to stay there. Get back up. I love you with the love of Christ. Blessings.